Tucked away in the quiet outskirts of Springfield, Missouri, lies the remains of what has come to be known as the Albino Farm. The truth behind this place, buried under decades of rumors and urban legends, reveals a tale that, while eerie, is grounded in a blend of history, isolation, and local folklore. The property in question, originally known as Springfield Farm, was owned by the Sheedy family. The farm, once a sprawling and prosperous estate, was prominent in the early 20th century. The Sheedy family, much like many others in rural areas, valued their privacy. As caretakers of the land, for many years, they kept mostly to themselves, working the farm and managing their affairs away from the public eye. There is no historical record indicating that the family had any members with albinism, nor was there any overtly strange behavior attributed to them. However, as the years passed and the farm fell into decline, rumors began to swirl about the isolated family, especially as outsiders ventured closer to the property. The once grand farm, now slowly decaying, became a source of mystery and intrigue for those living nearby. In the mid-20th century, stories about Springfield Farm began to shift. As the property became more dilapidated and overgrown, it drew the attention of local teenagers looking for a thrill. Springfield's small-town atmosphere, combined with its proximity to the farm, made the area a prime target for adventurous youths who wanted to test their bravery by visiting the supposedly haunted grounds. It was during that time that the rumors of the Albino Farm started to take hold. There is no concrete evidence as to why or how the legend of albinos living on the farm began, but it seems to have stemmed from a combination of the Sheedy's reclusive nature, the farm's decline, and the human tendency to invent fantastical stories when confronted with mystery. People who ventured onto the property reported strange lights, perhaps seeing pale figures in the distance, which their minds interpreted as albinos lurking in the woods. Over time, these tales evolved into more sensational stories of albino residents aggressively defending their land. By the 1960s and 1970s, the legend had grown into a full-blown urban myth. Teenagers would sneak onto the farm at night, hoping to encounter the fabled albinos or witness something paranormal. Many visitors came away with chilling stories. Some reported seeing strange lights flickering in the trees. In one account, a group of teenagers approached the farm late at night and spotted what appeared to be a lantern swinging through the woods. The lights moved methodically, like someone was holding them, but no person was ever seen. Frightened? Are you enjoying today's story? Smash that subscribe button so you never miss another spine-chilling tale. Let's get back to the video. By the possibility of being caught trespassing, or worse, encountering something supernatural, they quickly fled. Others claimed to have heard strange noises, such as disembodied voices or laughter. In one story, a pair of visitors reported hearing the faint sound of children playing, but upon searching, found no one around. It was as if the voices were coming from the woods, carried on the wind. These auditory experiences, though likely just natural sounds amplified by the night, helped solidify the legend that something otherworldly was happening on the farm. The sensation of being watched was a common report from those who had visited the farm. Many described the oppressive feeling of unseen eyes following their every move, even though they were completely alone. This unsettling experience, combined with the isolation of the farm and its decaying state contributed to the growing belief that the property was haunted. Some visitors also encountered more tangible threats. In one famous account, a group of explorers claimed they were chased away by a large, menacing dog. The animal appeared suddenly, barking fiercely and blocking their path as they neared the farm's buildings. While this could have been a simple case of a stray or guard dog protecting its territory, it added to the farm's terrifying reputation. Other visitors reported what could only be described as poltergeist-like activity. One group of teenagers claimed that as they explored one of the old barns on the property, they heard loud banging noises from inside the walls. The sounds grew louder and more intense, as if something or someone was trying to break free from within. This sudden and violent noise caused the group to leave the area immediately, too terrified to investigate further. In many cases, electronic devices such as flashlights and cell phones would malfunction near the farm. Visitors told stories of the cars stalling or refusing to start after they had entered the property. While there is no scientific explanation linking the farm to these electrical issues, the number of similar accounts helped build the myth that there was something inherently wrong with the land. Over time, the Sheedy family moved away from the property, and Springfield Farm continued to deteriorate. As it fell into ruin, the legend of the Albino Farm persisted, bolstered by the growing number of visitors who claimed to have witnessed strange occurrences. Eventually, the remaining structures were torn down, and today, there is little left of the original farm. Despite the lack of physical evidence, the legend lives on in the collective memory of Springfield. Locals still share stories of their eerie experiences on the farm. Whether they truly happened or not, the Albino Farm remains a part of Missouri's folklore, a blend of truth, mystery, and the human imagination at work. What is ultimately most fascinating about the Albino Farm isn't the reality of albinos living there, or the paranormal encounters people claim to have had, but rather how a quiet, unremarkable farm became a hub of mystery and intrigue through the years. At its core, the legend of the Albino Farm reflects a timeless pattern seen in urban legends. How isolation, fear of the unknown, and the human imagination can transform a place into a living myth. While the truth of the farm is far less dramatic than the legend suggests, the folklore surrounding the Albino Farm continues to thrive, carried by those who seek thrills in the quiet hills of Missouri. Thanks for watching.